Hi everyone. I wanted to just kind of give you an overview of this unit because it's a pretty complex unit. It's probably the most challenging one that you will have completed to date. It's on revising and editing. And so I just want to start with this. These are your learning outcomes. At the end of this unit, students will be able to explain the difference between revising and editing, list the criteria for good argumentative thesis statements, evaluate and revise thesis statements, outline a complex argumentative essay, conduct research to support the claims in an argumentative essay, revise grammar errors in their essays, eliminate padding from their essays, employ a diverse vocabulary, evaluate the MLA format of their essay and revise missing or incorrect elements, and finally demonstrate the ability to carefully proofread and spell check an essay. So there's a lot that's going on in this unit and that you're going to be working through. These are the assignments. This unit is multiple due dates. You have by March 19th, you need to have reread the assignment for Essay 1, watch the revising and editing video, which is posted below, complete step number 1 of the revising essay handout on thesis statements, complete step number 2 of the revising essay handout, organization. Step 3, that'll be due on the 19th. Then on the 26th, you're going to complete step 4 and 5, which is of the revising handout, which is re-reviewing the organization of your essay and tightening your prose. Then you'll go to fixing your works cited page. And then finally on April 2nd, the day after April Fool's Day, you'll complete step 7, which is your editing portion of the revising handout, and then you'll finally complete your Essay 1 revision and submit it. So I'm going to kind of go through it. This is the directions for revising Essay 1. It's a long handout that I have broken down into steps, but this is just an overview of the document, and it goes through step by step. This is the original Essay 1 assignment. Reread it, make sure you're familiar with it, you get it, all right? And then this is step 1. I want to go through it just to kind of walk you through. Step 1 is revising your thesis statements. So the main point is to reread the assignment, focus on the key assignment question. What is your position on the taking of a knee during the playing of the national anthem? After reviewing the materials below, complete the assignment on revising your original thesis statement. So you're going to watch this short video, it's 4 minutes, on argumentative thesis statements. You're going to read this document. This is the Word document. It's the same thing as this, about it. These here are really the key points that you want to be working on when you revise your thesis statement. Okay, this explains and gives you some not so great thesis statements. Okay, and then finally, this revising your thesis statement is the actual assignment. So in your own words, you're going to define a thesis statement, which you have gotten after that, after you've read through all these materials. You're going to write your current thesis statement exactly as it appears in your original essay number 1. Okay. If you're not sure what your essays or what your thesis statement is, pick what you think it's most likely to be, okay? Then you're going to review your criteria for a good thesis statement. Again, those points that I mentioned up here, as well as the other hints and information in these materials. And you're going to revise your thesis statement, okay? Then you're going to explain how you revised your thesis statement. So what did you do to revise it? How did you change it from the original? Okay? And so how you change it should be based on what it is you want to say and then making it fit the criteria of a good argumentative thesis statement. Okay? So that's what you're doing in folder number 1, step 1. Then we'll go look quickly at step 2. Review and revise the organization. Step 2 is, there's a quick video, it's not quick, it's 10 minutes, about logical structure in an essay. And then what I want you to do is I want you to complete this assignment where you outline Essay 1. And what you're going to do with this, you're going to open that document and complete it, but this is what the document looks like. So you're going to begin with your revised thesis statement. In folder 1, step 1, you revised the thesis statement. So here you're going to put your revised thesis statement. And your revised thesis statement should have 3 points that you're going to make. It could have 4, that's why I have 4 there. Maybe you have 5, but 3 to 5 points. So for example, NFL players should be encouraged to take a knee because A, B, and C. Okay? That's your thesis statement. So point 1 is going to be because A, whatever that is. And then you're going to put here all of the supporting information you have for that. Point 2 is B, and all of the supporting information you provide for that, and so on. Now, your current essay, your original essay, may not fit perfectly with your revised thesis statement. That's okay. The purpose of this assignment is to get you to think about the organization and to step back and take a look at how you've organized your essay in relationship to your thesis statement. There aren't any wrong or right answers here. It's just that you're looking at how you've done it. And that's what I want you to demonstrate to me, that you have looked at your thesis statement and looked at your points and evidence and have made those connections. You may find that you don't have any supporting evidence for point 2 or point 4. That's what the purpose of this assignment is to help you look at that and to see where you need to add more information. Okay? So that's all you're doing with that. There aren't any wrong or right answers. It's just what did you do? Okay? Once you see what you have done, you're going to be moving on to step 3. And step 3 is you're going to look at that outline and you're going to decide where you need to do more research, find out more information to support your points. So step 3 says, review your because statements in your outline. If your evidence is minimal or a point lacks substantiation, conduct additional research to ensure that each point has strong evidence to support it. Remember, the original assignment requires that you conduct additional research. So if you only use the information I provided for your first essay, now is the time to conduct additional research. All right? So that's conduct additional research. Once you conduct additional research, you're going to answer these questions. Did you use scholarly sources in your essay? You've gone through the unit on scholarly sources. You know what scholarly sources are. You know where to find them. Did you do that? If not, do it. Explain how the popular research can be considered reliable. So probably for this topic, you're going to have more popular resources than you are scholarly. That's okay, but you need to explain to me why your popular sources are reliable. And then finally, you want to double check and make sure that because you're doing this new research or adding on to the research you've already done in many cases, you want to make sure that you've included that in your works cited page. So any additional research that you have, you want to include in your works cited page. So that's all for what's due on the 19th. Those steps. I think what I'll do is I'll come back and talk to you about steps 4 and 5 on the 26th or next week, and then do the same thing for the last 2 steps. So I'll kind of walk you through those processes, and that way if anybody's struggling with something, I can talk to you about that now. So just start with that. You're going to do steps 1, 2, and 3, thesis, organization, and additional research, and that'll be due by the 19th. All right. If you have questions, post them in the I Have a Question forum, or I'm sorry, questions and concerns forum, or email me or send me a text. Have a good night.